Well, hello again, folks, and welcome to the final episode of Holding History's United States Typeset series. Today we'll be covering page 5, which to me is the most uninteresting page in the 7070 album, but nevertheless we will go ahead and cover it, and then I'll just give you a preview of the work in progress that I called my custom page 6. So here are just a few of the reverses from page 4. You can find the obverses of these in the previous episode. So with no further ado, we will go ahead and get started on page 5. Won't take very long on page 5, and then we will take a look at page 6. There's a reverse of that tone 64 Kennedy, and let's move right along into page 5. So here we are. Alright, the Bicentennial Set is at the top of this particular page 5. We've got a proof 76. I believe this is a 40% silver quarter, and then you have the 40% silver half. These are in proof condition, and then an impaired proof. Eisenhower dollar bicentennial. You know, I have no problem spending several $100s on a coin that I'm really interested in, but sometimes I have a hard time pulling the trigger for $4 or $5 on a coin that I really don't care about, just to put in this album, so you'll have to excuse the impaired proof. Alright, modern dollar issues are, well, really just modern U.S. coinage is what they call it here. So there's the last year of the original run of the Susan B. Anthony dollars. This, of course, also in proof. Just a random year proof Sacagawea. It's not really picking up on camera. There's some interesting sort of central toning on this one. The periphery is original, and then the center is toning to kind of a gold. Well, it's already gold, but kind of a deeper gold. And a state quarter in proof. This one just happens to be the Alabama and a Helen Keller. And then dollar coinage. Down here we have the 1986 commemorative Ellis Island proof dollar. Nothing terribly interesting there. And then just a blazing proof silver eagle from 2007. Just monster mirror on this one. These are, of course, fairly common. You can just find them just about anywhere, but a very beautiful coin, certainly. If they just imagine what the Walking Liberty halves would have looked like if they struck proofs with the same techniques that they've minted the modern American silver eagles with. Get deep mirrors like this on a Walking Liberty half, that would be something to behold. But makes a nice, attractive addition. Certainly my favorite coin on this particular page. Alright, that wraps up page 5. That didn't take long at all. And then I'll spend just a few moments after a quick cut giving you a look at my custom page 6. So we'll take a pause for station identification, and we'll be back in just a second. Alright, moving on to the final page, I will go ahead and ask you to please keep an open mind. I will warn you about page 6, my custom page 6. It is, as I said, a work in progress, so a lot of these coins were just ones that I took a look at one day and I said, I wonder if there's a way to make a set out of these, or a way to use these in an interesting fashion, make a display out of these, give them more interest than they have individually. And what I came up with was doing a showcase in the back of the Dansco album of basically eras in United States coinage. So what I did was I went to eBay and picked up a page, a random Dansco page that it holds 4 separate year sets from the cent up to the $half, and I will show you what I've kind of got going over here. Let me give you a quick overview of everything, and then we will take a look at the coins individually. So this is a Dansco year set page, and what I ultimately want to do with this, once I'm able to assemble nicer coins for it, is just showcase, as I said, different eras in United States coinage side by side, so you can see the designs as they compare against each other. So for instance, this would be a set for 1876, and I realize there would be a 3-cent nickel also included in this set, as well as a 20-cent piece. But we won't get super technical with this. This is just going to be the regular enduring denominations that were produced each year, so that the designs could be compared to the other designs made that year, and also the designs year after year, or era after era. So this, of course, would represent the seated era of coinage. One of those super nice. And this would represent mainly the barber era of coinage. Certainly a lot of these have damage. A lot of these are, just not particularly in great shape. But they just showcase a design and show continuity between the different denominations. This is actually a special dime for me. This is one that I found in an envelope that belonged to my great-grandparents, and it is an 1897 O, which is a rather rare date, and even in this condition, probably G4 or G6, you're looking at a $60, $70 coin, so that's not just a scrub. It actually carries a little value with it, so I thought it deserved part of the set, kind of an inconspicuous little most expensive coin on the page type deal. Alright, moving on into what I guess you could call the Weinman era of coinage. This is 1929, would be this year. Of course, that was the year the stock market crashed, so not a great year as far as in American history. But the coin designs are certainly beautiful during this era. Some goop on this Walking Liberty, but 29 is a little bit of a tougher year, so I didn't want to put a $100 coin next to these $6 coins. And then finally, just a proof set that I had lying around that would showcase the more modern issues. Try to get these to show up. They're so highly polished that it's kind of hard to get them to pick up. But this is a 1968 proof set, just to show the designs that most of which are still around today. Alright, so there's the idea. Certainly offer any comments or critiques that you may have to these. Obviously these are not top quality coins by any means, but just something just to be able to say, hey, this was what coins looked at in a particular era versus the next era versus the next era, and then how half dollars evolved over the years. If you wanted to focus in on just that particular denomination, you could look and say, what you already are doing in the earlier pages of the Dansco, but just a different way to display them here. So something interesting or something I found interesting, and just an idea that I thought I would like to follow through on, using coins that I kind of already had lying around for the most part. Okay, well, that wraps up the series of Holding History's United States Dansco 7070 typeset. I sure appreciate you hanging around for 5 episodes now and following along. If you haven't seen the first episode yet and you'd like to, the link should be in the description below the video. And as always, I appreciate your time watching, and thanks for being a subscriber. Everybody have a great day.